Let's figure out how much you would have to be earning to buy a place at £600,000, even if the government gives you some help. Are you with me, Amanda?
All the way, Nick, all the way.
Pencil and paper at the ready. £600,000, so you're going to have to come up with a 5% deposit, and the government will then underwrite a 15% deposit, so you'll have put down 20% of the purchase cost, right? 20% of 600,000 is £120,000. Is that correct? £120,000 from 600 leaves you with £480,000. So the £480,000 is what you're going to have to borrow if you're buying a place for £600,000. Are you with me so far? Now, the banks aren't just going to give you the money as they used to. You aren't going to be able to tell the bank how much you earn and lie about it like people used to. They're going to have strict controls over how much of a multiple of your earnings they're going to give you. And unless your financial record, what's that called? Financial record.
Credit rating.
Your credit rating. If your credit rating is very good, they'll give you about 4 times your salary. 4 times your salary means that you'll have to make £120,000 a year to be buying a £600,000 place. But it's worse than that, because that's £120,000 after tax. Which means that, and this is the complicated part, I find it very difficult to do the reverse percentage, but it means that more or less you're going to have to be earning about £160,000 to £180,000 a year to buy a place with the government's help worth 600 grand. In what parallel universe is it wise for the government to help people buy properties who are earning £180,000 a year? And I appear to be the only person who's questioning that. And I seem to be the only person that's actually done this this basic maths. Unless I've just missed it, unless other commentators have been working this out. I mean, it's not very hard. It used to be the case that banks would lend you anything you say that you wanted. It was called self-cert. Please tell me they're not doing that anymore, because that is definitely one of the reasons that we're in this mess in the first place. And the other was that people were buying things that they couldn't afford with money they didn't have, which is exactly what what the government is doing now. And it seems that, to the cynic, that they're doing it in order to curry favour with the people who are more likely to vote. People who are unemployed don't vote that much. People who are young don't vote that much, relatively speaking. People who are homeowners do. £180,000. If you're earning 180 grand, it doesn't seem to make much sense that you would require government help in order to help you buy a house. And it doesn't seem to make much sense that it would be right to offer government help. And of course, by government help, I mean your money.